Majin walking into the year 2025 with a heart unburdened, a mind at peace, and a soul ready to embrace the moment. Sounds almost poetic, doesn't it? But how do we get there? Today we'll explore timeless wisdom from Zen teachings to help us shape our lives in 2025. Not through stress or struggle, but through balance and clarity. Let me share a story, one that's been passed down through Zen tradition. One day, a Zen master and his student were traveling together. They came across a river, and a woman stood by the edge, hesitant to cross. The master offered to carry her on his back, and she accepted. They crossed the river, and he set her down on the other side. The woman thanked him and went on her way. Hours passed. As they walked, the student grew agitated. Finally, he said, "Master, why did you carry that woman?" "We are not supposed to touch others like that." The master smiled and replied, "I set her down hours ago." "Why are you still carrying her?" This story reminds us of an important lesson. We often carry unnecessary burdens, grudges, regrets, and worries. As we step into 2025, it's time to let them go. Ask yourself, what weight are you carrying into the new year? And more importantly, is it helping you or is it holding you back? The next lesson is about priorities. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to confuse movement with progress. We chase goals, but do we pause to ask, are these goals aligned with what truly matters to us? A Zen master once said, "You should sit in meditation for 20 minutes every day, unless you're too busy. Then you should sit for an hour." What this really means is that busyness isn't a badge of honor. It's a signal. If you're too busy to reflect, you're too busy to live. In 2025, let's create space in our lives, not just to achieve, but to simply be. And here's one more story for you. A student once asked his Zen master, "Master, how can I live a good life?" The master replied, "Chop wood, carry water." The student looked puzzled and said, "But isn't that what I do every day?" The master smiled and said, "Exactly. The secret to a good life is not in doing extraordinary things, but in doing ordinary things with full presence and gratitude." In 2025, let's find joy in the mundane. Instead of rushing through chores, savor them. Instead of seeing them as tasks, view them as rituals. Life's beauty often hides in its simplest moments. So, how should we make our lives in the year 2025? Let go of what doesn't serve you. Align your actions with your values. Create space for stillness and embrace the beauty of the present moment. As the Zen master would say, when you're walking, walk. When you're sitting, sit. Above all, don't wobble. Thank you for sharing this time with me. If this message resonated with you, give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need a little Zen in their life. Let's make 2025 our most mindful and meaningful year yet.